Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking into bringing the passion and life back into yourself, healing your sacral chakra. Um, And I really hope you guys enjoy this reading. If you guys do, would you please like, share, comment, subscribe? It all helps my channel to grow and it helps to spread these messages to other people who could use them. It really is a great way to give back to me for being here to give to you today. And another great way to do that would be by donating to the channel. And you can find my PayPal, Cash App, and Amazon wish list in the description box below. I appreciate any of you who do either of those things. It's awesome and thank you so much. It helps more than you know. And I really appreciate everybody who's been leaving timestamps for me as well. Every couple days I try to get in there and make sure to leave timestamps, but I appreciate the people who do it in between. Thank you for that. And let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, healing your sacral chakra. What can you do to heal your sacral chakra? For pile 1, you're really going to have to work on your throat chakra as well. There's a cycle in the past of saying things that you didn't mean, or of just not saying what needed to be said. And it's time to really start expressing yourself more fully without shame or guilt of who you are as a person. There is nothing wrong with speaking your truth. And in fact, if you ask me, I would much rather have a blunt, harsh truth that hurts really bad than I would any kind of fake, sugary lie any day. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it because we're just trying to make everyone around us happy with whatever we're expressing. But you are meant to stand out. I feel like a lot of you are very colorful people. You may have a very colorful vocabulary as well. And you may be at times, you might feel like it's not appropriate. You're not appropriate. I feel like you try really hard to shove yourself into a box to make others around you happy in some sort of way. It's time to really express yourself more fully, though. I feel like a lot of you would benefit a lot from having some form of art in your life, artistic expression, whether that be painting, drawing, writing, cooking, dancing, singing, songwriting. All of you in this pile would definitely really benefit from some sort of artistic expression to help you be able to free your voice. Every rose has its thorns, and he who wants the rose must respect the thorns. So starting to see yourself as a beautiful rose who is a little rough around the edges, yes, but those who truly love you, appreciate you, and deserve you in their life will be able to handle whatever thorns you may have in finding the beauty within. And it also helps you to be more accepting of other people and their thorns as well when you start accepting your own. You may want to look at whether or not you might be judging people around you and how that judgment is affecting yourself. Because when you're judging others around you, you are also judging yourself for the same things. And so you're trying to put yourself in a box that you expect everyone else to stay in as well. Hey, I didn't even know this was the one that came out. He who wants the rose must respect the thorn. Persian proverb. That's cool that those came out together. Which actually, what's funny is when I picked up that rose, I was wondering which statement was on that teabag thing, and it happened to be that one. I was thinking it might be too. Anyway, grounding yourself, getting out in nature may help you as well. Nature walks, nature hikes, collecting things while you're on those nature walks. Really getting more in touch with the earth is really going to help you to feel comfortable in expressing yourself. Because first off, if you look at all the other animals on the earth besides humans, they're just natural, right? And humans are so busy trying to cover up their naturalness because they're ashamed of it or guilty of it or afraid of it or whatever else. We're all just animals if you want to get technical. Humans have this giant ego and think that they're the only thing that matters on this planet, but everything on this planet is alive and matters. So, we have rebuilding foundations, bloodshed, tears, ashes, rain, been through so much hardship and pain, overcoming left and right, For far too long, no end in sight. World gone ashy and gray, but I live to fight another day. Slowly cleansing rain brings spring. Slowly it starts to dance and sing. Or slowly I start to dance and sing. Colors start to light the way. A little girl's giggles and play. Swift action now comes to bring together something no one will ever sever. So, you're really working hard to rebuild your confidence, your self-esteem, your stability. If you guys enjoyed this poem, you can check out my other channel, Dee's StoryTime, where all my poems are featured as well. I'm pretty sure this one is on there already. 12621. So something could have happened in January this year as well that caused you a lot of pain or hardship and caused you to have to start looking at the root of that pain and hardship and where it was coming from, or that shame and guilt and where it was coming from. I feel like a lot of you are needing to get more in touch with your inner child, more in touch with that carefree energy that just allows you to be you and not worry what anybody has to think or say about it. So, for our next cards, we have the whale, the elephant. Having compassion and understanding for yourself, being able to forgive yourself and others for things that were done in the past, really being able to dive deeply into your emotions from a very grounded state and to look at them with a new perspective, one of wisdom, one of acknowledgement, one of stability and strength. I feel like you guys are very, very strong emotionally, and you may not even recognize that as well. You guys are very wise. You have learned so much from everything that you have been through, and I feel like some of you really need to recognize just how amazing of a person you are and why. A lot of you may be ashamed of your past. You may be stuck on things that have happened, or things that have been done, or things that you have done, or things that other people have done to you, and kind of really holding on to the pain, holding on to the hate, the hurt, the heartbreak, holding on to maybe things that people have said in the past that caused you to want to hide yourself. And it's time to realize that all of those things happen for a reason, and that all of those things made you stronger. They made you wiser. They made you more stable. They really carved out who you are as a person. Every bit of it added into that. And without each and every aspect that you went through, you would not be who you are today. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Justice, Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, you guys may have in the past, you may have had a little bit of hypersexualization. Some of you could have been abused as children in some sort of way. You could have even dealt with somebody else who was very hypersexual, who put you in a third party. They were very possessive and controlling over you. They held on to their secrets very tightly. They closed themselves off from you in some sort of way. I feel like a lot of you are really learning. You're growing, you're overcoming. You may have in the past, or even right at this moment, you might be very in and out, hot and cold, indecisive about what you want, where to go. You might be very protective of yourself. You might be very protective of your projects. You might not be willing to show people the work that you've done, things like that. You also could be worried that people will find out about some of the things you've done in the past or something along those lines. And you really need to forgive yourself for anything that has been done in the past, forgive others for anything that has been done in the past, and start to go after what you truly want with no shame or guilt. Allow yourself to really tap into your mind, tap into your energy, and really feel what is it that you want to do? What drives you? I also feel like some of you may be thinking that you only attract players, and that may also be partially due to the fact that you may not know what you want. And it could be that you might be manifesting this because you are thinking it. I feel like things are going to come out right in the end, though. Everyone has this shadow side and this light side, and you really need to start acknowledging and accepting yours and acknowledging and accepting that everyone has one and that it's okay. As long as we are learning from our experiences, growing, attempting to come into a balance, then you really can't be too upset with yourself. You guys really have something that you want to go after, something that you want to say, something that you want to express, and it's time to leave behind this in and out and hot and cold energy, this on and off energy. It's time to put that past behind you. It's time to stop feeling like you need the validation from outside yourself to believe that you are this successful person as well. Especially if you've been dealing with any kind of hypersexuality, you might be looking for validation from others on how amazing you are or how beautiful you are or how whatever you might be looking for validation for in others, you can find inside yourself. It's time to start looking inside yourself. It's also time to start realizing that you can have what you want, to start protecting your own passions, to stop giving your energy away so lightly, and to start realizing that you are very important and that energy of yours is very important. It can be used for so many great, amazing things, but only when it is not being pulled on by everyone else around you. You may even have people coming in and using you in that manner and then leaving and making their life great because they took your energy and now they put it to work in their life. And you're left feeling cold and alone and like you really don't matter, or like you need to go out and get that validation again. I would say for a lot of you, I would worry more about making friendships before you start jumping into anything stronger. And also, I would make sure that you pull back your sexual energy to yourself, your passionate energy to yourself, and work on your own goals, work on your own dreams, take action to go after what it is that you want. And not person-wise, but life-wise. What do you want? And work on that. And that's really going to help you to heal this energy that's going on here. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated, what you guys might have going on, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. Healing your sacral chakra. So, some of you guys might have a hard time keeping your faith alive, keeping your hope alive. Some of you guys also may try to hide the beauty that is you. You may try to keep yourself hidden a little bit because you may be worried about people seeing you and what's going to happen if they do. And you guys may be fighting this need for invisibility and this need to be seen on the other side of the coin. Random acts of kindness, Cherry Gulch. King of Beers, and we have Todd from The Fox and the Hound. I feel like a lot of you guys may have just recently moved to somewhere new, or you may have been turned away from by your family or your friends, and there may have been something that had happened that caused you to have to be in a new place that you're unfamiliar with and making new friends, things like that. And you might be having a hard time fitting in. You might be having a hard time really finding your people. Just know and have faith and trust that you will. But a lot of that is going to require you to step more fully into yourself and your own energy and to leave behind any kind of guilt or shame in doing so. So we have Workaholic. Climb the ladder to the top. Never a break or time to stop. Remember rest and self-care. Don't leave yourself bare. Know what is truly important to you. Act accordingly in what you do. Don't quit. A rest is all you need. Show a good example in how you lead. Don't push yourself till it's too hard to bear, till you're writhing and pulling out your hair. Pull back and take a breath. Don't be the cause of your own death. So some of you could be over drinking as well. Some of you could be really just working yourself into the ground, not taking any time for fun, not taking any time for enjoyment, not taking time to really explore your surroundings or anything of the sort. And a lot of that is due to the fact that you guys may be in this new area, or you guys just might feel like really like you don't fit in or like you don't belong. And so instead of dealing with that, You may be pouring all your time, energy, and attention into work. And yes, having passion and drive and motivation and goals and working on things is really something that is great for your sacral chakra when it's not overdone. There is a happy medium, and you guys need to scale back a little bit and start to really put some of your time and effort into having fun, making friends, going out, enjoying the world around you as much as you are in putting it into work. A lot of you guys may be trying to numb yourself or trying to run from some sort of pain or hurt or hardship. Like I said before, you definitely could have had a lot of your family or friends walk away from you, or you could have had to walk away from them. And you might be in just new territory, new waters that you are having a hard time dealing with. But it's time to really see yourself as somebody who deserves to have fun, somebody who deserves to have a rest, somebody who deserves to have a break. You may have dealt with a lot of people that have called you lazy or tried to accuse you of not being a hard worker, or you could have dealt with people who thought that you weren't going to be able to accomplish whatever it is that you're working on. And so you're working on it full force, 100 miles an hour ahead, and it's really causing it to not work out as good as it could have been. And one of the best things that's really going to help you is taking time in nature. I just heard taking time in nature, but also taking time for fun, taking time for friends, taking time to go out and enjoy life, taking time to go to the spa, taking time to get a massage, taking time to take care of you, because you is what is going to keep you going. Tiger, panther, and camel. So balancing out your feminine and masculine energy is going to be very beneficial for you as well. Some of you could have just dove headlong into this masculine energy because you were afraid to face your emotions, because you were afraid to express how you felt, because you were feeling like you were ashamed or guilty of the way you felt or expressing how you felt. You guys really need to express how you feel. That is going to be one thing. And even if it's just by yourself alone, take the time to cry about whatever it is that you've lost. Take the time to release that energy. Take the time to let it go, to really experience the emotions you have instead of trying to numb them, whether it be with work or with alcohol. A lot of workaholics I've noticed are alcoholics as well, because they're trying to fill a void in their life with work, and that void is not filling because the void is within yourself. It is something that is within you. You are feeling like you lack something, or you are feeling like you aren't good enough for something, or you are feeling like whatever it is that you have lost is something that you can never replace. And I'm not asking you to replace it. I'm not asking you to even think you can replace it. But what I am asking you to do is to realize that when one door closes, another opens. And it can't do that if you're blocking the doorway. And I feel like a lot of you are blocking the doorway by numbing everything instead of going through what you need to go through to come out the other end. Walks at night is really going to help you as well. It's going to help you to be able to get much more in touch with your intuition, more in touch with your instincts. It's going to help you to calm your mind and calm your emotions. Yeah, you really dealt with something that just fell apart. It was really shocking. It really hurt you. And you guys have so much strength within you. You have a well of strength within you. You can really make it through anything, but a lot of you are feeling like you can't make it through whatever this is without working your ass off till you're so tired that you just pass out, or without drowning your sorrows in alcohol. You guys are feeling like you have to do something to be able to get away from yourself. You're running from yourself, but you need to stop and face yourself. Page of Cups, Tower, Strength, and the King of Wands. So the Queen of Wands came out in pile one. Yeah, there may be some sort of apology that you need to make to somebody. You might need to express your apologies. You might need to express your love. Some of you may have even been feeling like you can't express your love because it's going to hurt too much. If you say it out loud, it's going to make it real. Well, it's real either way. And this way, you're just killing yourself by holding it in. I feel like you've had a lot of scars, a lot of pain, a lot of hardship, and a lot of hurt that really broke you down and made you feel like you were not worthy of whatever it is that you want. But it is time to really rebuild your foundations. I feel like the root chakra reading I did a while back might help you guys as well. So go check that one out if you feel drawn to do that. I'm going to do one for each chakra eventually. And so, yeah, everything could have just really fell apart around you. And it could have been a lot to do with because you were not courageous enough to express your emotions. I feel like a lot of you might have expressed your passions, but you didn't express your emotions. So now you're being asked to have the courage to come forward and express your emotions, to apologize for what needs to be apologized for, and to express your love, to go after what you want. You know what you want, and it's time to go after it. And I feel like a lot of you are, instead of going after what you want, you are trying to throw yourself so fully into your work and your alcohol that you don't have to pay attention to what your heart is saying to you. But you need to stop and you need to focus on what your heart wants too, because your heart is a part of you and you can't just bury that part of you. It is a very important part of you, and until your heart is happy, you will not be happy either. What does your heart want? So that's pretty much what I got for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. Healing your sacral chakra. First off, I feel like you guys may be very, you guys may really like bugs. You guys may really like spiders, scorpions. You guys may really have a very close connection to nature and the natural world. I feel like you guys have been dealing with a heartbreak, something that stung you very much, something that may have left your heart on ice. I feel like a lot of you have something that you need to say, but you don't want it to come out wrong. And so you really need to get into a balanced state. Balance your mind, balance your heart. You really need to make sure that when you go to express yourself, that you are expressing yourself in the best way possible. I'm honestly not sure what kind of bug that is. Yeah, you're dealing with healing your heart. You may have dealt with a very hard heartbreak, something that hurt very much. You could have definitely dealt with something where there was a third party situation as well. You are learning, you are growing from everything that you have been through. You are a very generous person when it comes to your love, when it comes to your time, when it comes to your attention, your generosity, your giving. You are somebody that really brings a lot of beauty to the world around you. I feel like you gave a lot to somebody who was giving a lot to somebody else for a lot of you. And you might now be dealing with the shame of wanting this person, the shame of still wanting this person, still loving this person. But you know what? Once you love somebody, you love them forever. If you actually ever loved them, you love them forever. And that's just a fact. It doesn't mean that you have to keep them in your life. It doesn't mean that you guys are ever going to be together again. It doesn't mean that you don't hate them with a fiery passion, but the only way you'd be able to hate them with a fiery passion is if you loved them too. There could even be a situation here where somebody may be wanting a reconciliation of some kind as well, but not wanting to admit it because your heart is still so sore from the first time. Could definitely be that. You also need to know that you are protected in the actions that you take, that you are watched over, that you are guided. You really need to express yourself. You need to express yourself. You need to express what hurt you. You need to express what broke your heart. You need to express, and it doesn't even matter if you tell this person, write it down in a journal if you need to. But you need to express yourself. You need to be honest with you, and you need to really let yourself know that you have your back. By being honest with yourself, by being able to admit these things to yourself at least, even if you can't to other people. Be happy, be safe, be drug-free. I pledge to be drug-free. Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd to the 31st. So red could be very important too. I did just do a root chakra reading last week to help with healing the root chakra. So a lot of you may need to heal your root chakra as well. Eventually I'm going to be doing a throat chakra one too, and that might be beneficial for you, and a heart chakra one, which might be beneficial for you as well. So throat, root, heart. those things are really going to help you to be able to express yourself more fully, to feel less ashamed or guilty, to feel more open to new experiences, to feel more open to what you truly want, those kind of things. So we have shine your light. Shine your light on the world today. Spread your light with what you say. Fill your cup up so you can see all the darkness before you will flee. Your power is great and meant to heal. Believe in you and know it's real. Cleanse your energy, carve your legacy. Allow yourself to open up, heal yourself, and fill your cup. 225:21. So, if you guys are interested in the poetry I do on here, or you want to be able to find this poem again later, you can find it on my other channel, D's StoryTime. So go check that out, and I would absolutely love it if you guys could subscribe to that channel. It would really help me out. It's time to love you. It is time to really focus your attention, your time, your effort on yourself and on doing the things that are good for you, doing the things that make you feel good, doing the things that make you feel safe and comfortable. I feel like a lot of you would really benefit from a spa day. A lot of you would really benefit from just a nice hot bath with some good essential oils or bath bombs or something along those lines. Maybe even I just heard masturbation. Some of you may be very ashamed of sexual acts in some sort of way. And it's time to really explore your body. It's time to explore your likes and your dislikes. It's time to really delve into what makes you tick in a passionate way, what makes you feel good, what doesn't make you feel good. It's time to, I feel like a lot of you have had a hard time in the past expressing your needs or your wants in the bedroom. And so I feel like really learning how to be less ashamed of your body, less ashamed of your desires, less ashamed of what you want sexually. Some of you could even be on the down low in some way or something along those lines, but not very many of you, I don't think. But there's definitely some issues surrounding feeling like it's okay to express yourself sexually. A lot of you could have actually had some sort of abuse in the past, or you could have just dealt with ultra religious parents. You could have definitely dealt with people who shamed you or guilted you about your body type or about your appearance or about your sexuality, or they could have just there could be people who feel like you're flirting when you're not, or people who I feel like a lot of you have just dealt with a lot of censure from people on being able to just be you and being able to express yourself in a passionate way. Earthworm. Bee. Deer. So you could definitely have dealt with people in the community trying to tarnish your name or your reputation. I feel like a lot of you have been working really hard to build something in your community as well. And I feel like a lot of you have been kind of pulled away for the moment, trying to heal, trying to really release things, trying to feel good about yourself. And that's a good way to go. You guys really do need some self-care right now, some self-love right now. I feel like a lot of you are very watchful of everyone around you, very observant, ready to run at a moment's notice. And it's really time to come out of that shell, though. It's time to start loving yourself and who you are as a person enough to know that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you, what anybody else feels about you. You are just who you are, and that is fine, and that is okay. That is more than fine. It is fucking beautiful once you accept it and start to express it. A lot of you may be a little bit wary. A lot of you might be, I feel like a lot of you just want to find your partner and settle down and have a life together. You don't really want to play the games. You don't want the bullshit. You don't want the drama. You don't want the heartbreak. But how you find that is by going through these things. Eight of Swords. King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. And the High Priestess. So a lot of you are feeling very stuck, stagnant, like you can't break out, like you can't just be who you really are. A lot of you may even be feeling very afraid that you will never find your person, or you'll never find somebody who is as honest as you are, somebody who's as loyal, somebody who is committed, somebody who has something real to offer. You may feel very afraid that you will end up alone. And focusing on that is not going to help any. Focusing on how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how strong you are, how solid you are, how honest you are, how committed and loyal you are. Focusing on those things is going to do you much better. And trying to really stop fearing that you will never be able to find what's right for you. Also, some of you may be working on building a business as well, but you may be stuck and stagnant because of your fears about getting out there and really showing people who you are and what you represent. I also feel like once you guys learn how to express your truth and do what's right for you, regardless of what anybody else around you thinks or wants for you, this is all going to turn around. And you're going to be on top of your game. You are going to be working forward, building something good, feeling confident about yourself. And I feel like a lot of you really know this is true. You know this is true. You know that you are receiving a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities. You have a very strong intuition. You have a very strong connection to your higher self. And you may even have a very telepathic connection with somebody in your life as well. And this person could even be feeling stuck too. So that could be transferring over to you. So you might need to disconnect your energy just a bit from everyone else for the moment and just take care of you, so that you know that you are doing what's best for you, what's right for you, and you aren't living your life based off of what anybody else wants from you, but you are living your life in the way that you feel like is right for you. Once again, with the root chakra as well, having that confidence and that stability that you have, and that knowing that you have everything in you that you need, and the universe will provide the rest, and not fearing of whether or not the universe will provide you this life partner, because what is yours can never be taken from you. But you guys both are working on building yourselves up, getting confident, finding that stability, finding that energy of being okay on your own, so that you guys can come together and be even better together. And that way also, if one of you happens to go, the other one doesn't just go right along with them. You know what I mean? Because when it's a need and you're so codependent on each other, then it really triggers people to kind of half-ass die when the other one is gone. And what you're working on now is learning that you are okay on your own, and that is perfectly fine. And then you're going to be able to come into union with somebody else who is good on their own, and you guys make a great team. But if you guys have to be away from each other, everything is fine, and you guys know that you can trust each other, and you know that everything is going to be okay. Nobody's looking for that validation outside of each other simply because you guys had to go on a trip or something along those lines. And I feel like you work a lot, so you really definitely need to have this sense of stability in any kind of relationship that you start, which starts with yourself and having that stability in you. So that is pretty much what I got for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.